I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Well, it's back to school. You know, I was just in Texas where parents were getting their kids ready to go not learn history. And it must be back to school time because there's a little chill in the air underneath the climate change fueled oppressive heat. And it must be back to school because, you can hear the sound of bullets whipping through schools. Yep. We had our first back to school shooting, people, this week. So you know fall is here. In Minneapolis on Wednesday, a young white man, because it is always a young white man, you know, the people so oppressed, they own everything and have every opportunity possible in life. Yeah, we need to hurt for the oppressed white man, okay? Moment of silence. 17 were wounded, 4 in critical condition, and 2 are dead. Kids, little kids. 14 of the victims were little kids, 10 and under. Just to be clear, we've done maybe 40 episodes of this podcast over the years about guns and how we're the only country in the world with school shootings on the weekly. You can scroll through those if you want to hear why and what, how stupid we are, and then you can have every argument for guns shoved in your exit hole. You're welcome. But let's talk about who's responsible for all this death. Weirdly, it's the pro-life people. That's right. More death is brought to you by the pro-life people than actual serial killers. See, the pro-life people say they love kids and that a baby in the womb needs to be protected. We're pro-life! Even if a mother has a miscarriage from Jesus, she needs to do jail time because we're pro-life. However, some of the pro-life people want to kill a woman who has an abortion because they're pro-life. Legislation has been drafted, talked about, and or put forward in these states: South Carolina, Oklahoma, and Indiana, and North Dakota, and of course, Texas, because Texas is the most deadly pro-life state. They want to kill a mother because they're pro-life. They also want to stop vaccines, which have been proven to save lives. In fact, because of this dink, said COVID was a hoax.
Coronavirus. And this is their new hoax.
A lot of people think that goes away in April with the heat.
Because of all we've done, the risk to the American people remains very low.
1 million died from COVID. One of my good friends wouldn't take the vaccine. He's dead now from a heart full of blood clots. Pro-life. They stopped reporting on infectious diseases and possible pandemics because they're pro-life. Measles is back because this piece of microwave beef jerky says the measles vaccine is useless. And he's in charge of America's health. Pro-life. And today, with this shooting, with all these little kids shot with a high-velocity weapon, which means it's not just a bullet hole. It's an AR-15 style weapon and a .226 round. And it does devastating damage when it hits flesh. I mean, except for this guy's ear. He heals like Jesus. Or the assassination attempt on this horse's ass was the setup. Watch how they lower the flag for this picture. Weird, right? So between these pro-lifers being anti-vaccine, anti-sending food to starving kids, anti-stopping Israel from killing kids and innocents, anti-abortion, but willing to late-term abort a mother that had an abortion, these pro-life people confuse me. And now that we've had another school shooting at a church school, no less, a church school. It could only be worse if we had it at a church/preschool/old folks home at a maternity ward in Disneyland during World Peace Day. I just want you to remember how many die whenever the pro-life people are in charge. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. It's the most Orwellian, hypocritical term to use. We're pro-life. Kill them. We're pro-life. Let's kill these immigrants. Pro-life. Let's send them to a murder prison. Pro-life. Fuck.
It was like the shots fired, and then we kind of like got under the pews. It kind of, they shot through the stained glass windows, I think, and it was really scary. My friend got hit in the back. It was like right beside me. I was like 2 seats away from the stained glass windows, so they were like, the shots were like right next to me. I think I got like gunpowder on my neck.